I got your email.
Oh.
So I'm just adding answers into your document.
I would like to do time testing,
Yeah.
and I read some literatures. You
Okay.
give me about testing real-time systems
Yeah.
by using genetic algorithms.
Yeah.
I listed some questions.
Okay. Absolutely. So what's best? I've started adding my answers into the document. Is it best just to talk about the answers, or? Okay. Should we just go through the questions? Okay. So your diagram, absolutely. That's a genetic algorithm. Good. Question 1, yes. Correct. That means the higher the execution time, the more likely a test input is chosen. Well,
Yes.
question 2, it's your choice. You can look at maximum execution time, you can look at minimum execution time, you could look at both. But they're different search optimization problems. So in your project you can look at just one, max or min, or you could look at both.
Oh.
But they will be separate searches. Question 3, just temporal.
Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Then representation. Binary's fine.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, it's your choice. But binary. So what crossover method would you use?
Can I choose single point crossover?
So there are several options. So one is you choose one of these.
Oh.
Another is you choose more than one and you run experiments with different forms of crossover and say, does it make a difference? Is uniform better than single point, or a single point better than uniform? So you could just choose one, or you could choose a small number and have experiments that compare them.
Do you recommend me to use uniform crossover? It's fine.
I would suspect if you only do one, then uniform is probably. But if you've got time, do 2, or do more than 2, and see which works best. That would be more interesting. Mutation. So for mutation rate, population size, look at work. See if you can find recommended values from literature on genetic algorithms. So how do you set the values for these parameters? Several options. Option one, you just choose some values. That used to be nice to be able to justify why you chose the values. Option two, you find that there's a body of work that recommends certain values. There may be some papers in the area that have found. Option three is you try several and see which work best on one initial problem, and then you choose. So that's what people call tuning. Is you try different parameters values on one problem, choose the ones that seem to work best, and then stick to those.
And I don't know how to define fitness function.
It's just the execution time. So, but in the code, what you'll need is something that runs the system that's being tested, software that's being tested, with the test input, and computes how long it took to run. So you'll have to set a timers or something.
I need to write a mathematic expression.
You just need to put it in English, because I'm not sure how you write that mathematically. Because you just say, well, you could write something to find a function t of f comma x, which is the execution time of running f with input x, and your problem then is maximize f of t comma x. I'd be tempted just to say the fitness function is the execution time. The fitness is the execution time.
Do you have some examples about fitness function?
Well, what do they do in the papers on time testing? The papers you looked at.
Yeah.
Do they just say the fitness is the execution time?
I don't see that. This is.
Okay, so if we go fitness, sorry. Description of fitness values. So probably somewhere they just say that's what it is. Yeah. I mean, I would just say it in text. I don't think you can. I don't think there's a way of having a useful definition. Yeah. Yeah, because how long a piece of code takes to run, and that piece of code isn't a mathematical object. So I'm not sure how one comes up with a useful mathematical expression. So I would just say that in text. So okay. Good.
In the next, do I need to find a software quite to execute usage test?
Yes. And then make sure it's software that doesn't take long to execute. Yeah. So some.
I can find them in the online software.
Online software. Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure you're going to want to be able to test it thousands and thousands of times with the genetic algorithm. So only use software that's very quick to run. And then you'll want to do a comparison, so you'll maybe compare genetic algorithm with random maybe, and you might, as I said, you might have alternatives, so you might have a genetic algorithm with single point crossover, a genetic algorithm with uniform crossover. Is one any better than the other? I don't know what the result would be. It'd be interesting.
And next week, I'm going to try to program.
Okay, great. Good. Excellent. It'd be nice to have code running.
Do you have some other materials you want to?
Well, do you want to? Have you done some searches on the internet? See if there are other papers on. Just do some searches. Yeah. So you know, obviously Google Scholar.
Yeah.
Do you know DBLP?
Yeah.
Okay. If you've got those two, then you should be able to find.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it. Okay. My pleasure. Anything else?
I don't have other questions.
No. Okay. I'm probably not going to be in Sheffield next week. I'd be very happy to have discussions by email, or if you think it's useful to have a Skype meeting. Otherwise, we'll arrange meetings for the week after. But please send me things to read, comment on.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a good idea studying questions like that. That's really good. Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. See you soon.